great. My name is Dale Jackson. I'm with the Service Employees International Union, Local 73. The Service Employee Union is the union that represents the employees in this beautiful facility that has yet to open, right? And so we represent 25,000 members across this state, but very particularly in the city of Chicago, we represent 2,300 members that beautify our parks, that run the programs in our parks, as Fran said, and those things are important to our community. And so we're out here today just to tell you all we support you all. We're very, 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 very happy to see, and we are, as a union, of course, we have an interest in not only just our members, but of course what the economics and the social justice of our communities, how those are intertwined. And so it's very important that we're out here to show you we support you all. But even more important, it's good to see that the community has rallied behind something of this effort, because I can tell you this personally, and I've worked for the SEIU for 12 years. In my 12 years, I have seen this city just bulldoze over communities, right? They go around a community and say this is going to happen, and they just, that's what happens, right? And it's just great to see organizations, the Gale Park Advisory Council, Eva, Don, Tony, Mike, and those guys standing up for what's right in the community. I got the Save Our Community Center, that organization. I guess that's an old, or is it a new organization? However the case is that new organizations are springing up over around this issue. That's important. The Friends of the Park, they're on board with this. We got the North Side for Justice, that's Fran and his group. So the community's coming around a major effort here. It's just unfortunate that Alderman Joe Moore, is not in line with what we see and what's happening in the community right now. This is real, and Alderman needs to know that this is real. The community is not against the Boys and Girls Club. And the union's not against the Boys and Girls Club. But what we do want is a public facility. Privatization is not something that's been good to this city. The mayor's running very rampant with privatization since 1995. The union has been trying to fight privatization in our parks and in our schools and in this city. And it's very important to see communities like yourselves standing up. I can just tell you very lastly here is that I wanted to at least chronicle for you all how the union got involved with this. Because I can tell you, man, and you guys, it's just lovely to see this group out here this morning or this afternoon, is that the union was not told about this. Now, they have an obligation because of the 8 workers that we represent in this building. They have an obligation that if there's going to be any change in working conditions or any sort of thing of that nature, to inform and discuss and actually negotiate with the union. That didn't happen. So I was, of course, fortunate enough to be at the right place at the right time. So what that means? That means on this past July 9th, I was at the board meeting, and Eva McCann was speaking. And so she had mentioned and said, and I never forget, I wrote it right down. She said, we don't want the Boys and Girls Clubs running programs in our park. And Tim Mitchell looked at me, and I looked at him, and I wrote it down. The next day he called our president and said, can I get a meeting with you all? I need to meet with the union. And so he didn't feel obligated. No one felt obligated to tell the union or anyone that this was happening, right? And so all that goes to say is that, look, you guys are doing the right thing by standing up, and the union appreciates it. We appreciate your efforts. I'm sure the Gale Park Advisory Council appreciates it. I can just tell you. So they met with us, and we met with them, and they said, of course, Kim Mitchell started bagging up from the beginning. I really wasn't with this. They came to me with a proposal. I looked at it, and the alderman said he wanted it, and so that's kind of where it's at, right? And then he started to try to make the union's offers on, okay, let it go by, and we'll do something for you, kind of thing. We'll take care of you. No. And so we're, again, happy to stand behind you all. We're here to tell you all we support you, and keep up the good work. And, let's save this community center, make sure it stays public. Thank you.
Oh.